Is your character not as agile as you would like?
Karluk looks at Euphemia and says, I really wish he would have missed, and then just falls over.
Is DM's grace in short supply?
Oh, and the candles go out
Yeah.
on the Minotaur's horns.
Is compassion not your character's strong suit?
Minotaur more like beef or more like cannibalism? I'm asking for a friend.
Is persuasion your dump stat?
Be prepared for a caster. Please do not move on their own.
There's no caster here.
Listen long enough, and you too might learn how to roleplay 8 charisma.
All right, welcome back. It's time for another sort of a short session, but an exciting moment here. Who would like to do a summary here on Roleplay 8 Charisma? We're in the middle of a very exciting moment. I believe a table just flipped. So, and I think Craig is offering to do a summary. Craig, go ahead. Why don't you summarize?
Well, somebody just went full screen on me and I lost my other stuff.
I know. John took over the entire screen there.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my recap. Ready? There was lots of talking and walking toward a table in a tavern in a cave. And then there was a sous chef, and soon there won't be. That's my summary.
Yes, and Craig, can you describe exactly what happened the last 10 seconds of the last session?
Okay, well, we went into the cave in, and we were very circumspect, so it took a very long time to get to our table. And as Shadeen sat down, something started to niggle in the back of his mind. He knew there was some force of great evil is such an overused word, but let's just use an unnatural force somewhere nearby, wanting nothing more than to protect his friends and the natural order and the universe itself. Shadeen summoned his shadow axe just in case, just kind of, or he might be able to just use it as cutlery. Who knows? I mean, it's really utilitarian. Then, however, it all became clear as the sous chef was visible across the crowded restaurant, its tentacles whipping through the air as it seemingly harmlessly was preparing food. Mm-hmm. And I flipped the table and charged. I mean, what else are you going to do?
And you actually Eldritch Blast is also the tentacle creature, and the Eldritch Blast seemed to harmlessly deflect off.
Oh, I thought he Eldritch missed.
Yes, that would be correct.
I don't know what this Eldritch Blast thing is you're talking about. I just pointed at him and cursed.
I have a point of order, which I'm passing to Seppi. Seppi called it with this shenanigans that Russ is doing, Seppi.
I would never call him out while the recording is going on. Russ is perfect in a world where we are recording.
Right. Well, before any more DMs sucking up can occur, we're going to move right on to the actual. I believe we did roll for initiative, and I just need to sequence it here. I believe I'm just going to make sure everybody's in the initiative tracker here. Yes, we are. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Karluk. After you see this amazing event and the Eldritch Blast, the table flip, which, by the way, I believe Aldrich was enjoying some of the food on the table moments ago.
Absolutely.
Karluk, what are you going to do?
I have a completely blank map, a black map.
Top right-hand corner, Craig. Back out and go over.
Top right-hand corner.
Find it?
No. I have my token. It's in complete darkness.
Oh, that's Russ.
You should have night vision. Let me just save it real quick. Does it better now?
There I am. Never mind.
I have to click it every time for you. It's weird. You're the only one. Okay. All right.
Remember, Karluk, you had the maitre d' completely enthralled. Like we were going to be the best clients they've had in the longest time.
Karluk is super sad, but also very, very happy right now.
Look at those rolls. It almost makes me wish that I wasn't doing the Lord's work.
The only thing here, I think in true Russ
fashion, after Shadeen is Euphemia on the initial order, and I don't think she had the opportunity to go. And I feel bad taking away the opportunity for first
you're
blood.
right. I actually did.
To our leader.
Yes, you're right. Well, what I did there was I gave Shadeen a surprise round because he acted and surprised everyone, including the entire party. So after he gets his free surprise round, then
I'm
everybody gets to go.
I'm actually not where I am either.
Where are you?
I was like over here.
You moved up to here, right?
Yeah.
About there?
Right about there, yeah.
Okay. So Shadeen has flipped the table, advanced, and is on the stairway, entering the kitchen area. And his surprise round is at an end. We are now in a regular round, and Karluk, you are first.
Oh, man. There are so many potential.
I like how you try not to go next. I was very bold.
There's so many potential conspiracies here. Kalik is going.
And your audio today is exceptional. I just wanted to comment. Your
good?
Voice is compelling, somewhat, sort of like endearing and very, very bold. And I think it's great.
Okay, good. You're never sure on Zoom, right?
No, you're never sure.
Yeah. So Kalik is torn, but decides, one, he's in a maze. And when he's in a maze, he just likes to run in random directions. And two, he's super intrigued by the fact there might be multiple black spiders. And his only lead currently on that conspiracy is those gnomes that we passed on the way in. And I don't want them to escape. So Kalik is going to run towards those gnomes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm not sure I would expect that. Go ahead. Move yourself to where you're going.
Everybody, I'm going after the black spider gnomes. And I rhyme about something.
I rhyme about something.
3, 4, 5. Right. He's too excited. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Kalik is there.
Karluk has run out of the dining area, the main dining area that has the nice little underside waterside tables there. And he is going down the low babbling brook river and is about to make his way into the lower dining area, where we did see some dark-skinned gnomes enjoying a meal. And we'll see what happens there in a moment. All right, Karluk. Ulrich, you've just had the table flipped, your food scattered, and one of your companions just ran out of the room. What are you going to do?
Aye, may you live as long as you want and not want as long as you live. I'm going to saunter on over here to this table and sit down. Pierrick, still food over here. Sit down there and start eating.
All right. Ulrich moves over to the kids' table and starts to have some food. Excellent. And just for those who can't see the screen, the party was seated at 2 tables. And Ulrich has now joined Euphemia and others at a second table.
Question, Ulrich.
Yes.
Was that like we're a continuance of our date? Or is that we're just going to be spectators at dinner theater?
I'm like Wimpy in the Popeye cartoon. I'm just eating and watching what's happening right now.
All right. I get it.
All right. Excellent. Pyrick, what are you going to do in this situation?
I'm going to wait for. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to call out. This is a sacred duel. Let the two of them have at it. And then if any of the non-roper, chosen of the universes start swinging, I am going to drop sleep on the group to try to calm everybody down.
Okay.
And the deep gnomes, Cowlick can do whatever he wants with the deep gnomes. I'm okay. I would like it if we could refer to them as the deep gnomes or dark gray gnomes. That would be helpful to me. I like that as a better way to describe them, by the way.
Sure.
So let's just do that.
All right. Then would you make a persuasion check for me, please, to see how well you persuade those in the room who are listening to you say, everybody stay calm.
Now, you guys get to hear how I sound to me, but of course, I'm Pyrick, and so what will end up happening after I throw the dice is just a set of squealing noises that never ends. So let's try this out. Come on, character sheet. And do I have any? I do not have any inspiration. I used it all. It's very sad. This is why the show is called A Charisma. Okay, I let it roll.
Oh, it looks like a 4.
That seems perfect.
That's a 3 with motive modifiers.
It looks like most folks aren't paying any attention to Pyric. You don't seem to be able to capture
No, it's just
the attention of the audience, probably because there's been spells slung, tables flipped, and a Minotaur just like basically charged out of the room at full speed.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I'm really annoying and squealy, and so I did not expect much. But I still hold my action. If anybody who's not the sous chef or the roper starts swinging, everybody gets slapped.
That's fair. All right, excellent. Great. And up next is Thalric. What are you going to do?
I'm not sure I really know what's going on. All I saw was a flash of energy shoot across this room.
That's true. You're a spider in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, I'm right here. Down here where I'm pinging.
I mean, you did hear the table flip over, probably. And you might have heard Pyric.
I'm assuming I heard Shadeen yell all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
Shadeen is often high. It's got a high volume going.
Why don't you make a perception check? We'll see how much you know. If you want.
Insight or perception?
Let's go with insight.
Nope. That's a nat 1, baby.
Oh, that's a nat 1. Let me get you a.
I already have a red card. Oh, you do?
Great. Great. I got to use this more often. Okay. Well, here we go. We'll give you another red card, and you can choose which one's worse. How's that?
Well, you can choose which one's worse.
All right. Well, this one says, for fail on a skill check. Well, like that. Is that better than the one you have now? Probably. Why don't you get rid of the one you have now and take this one instead? All right.
That's another fail on a skill check.
Oh, well, then they're the same thing. So you got lucky. No harm, no foul. All right. All right. What are you going to do there, Spider?
Oh, crap.
The spider lost his screen.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I was trying to get rid of, I was failing my deck. We should get rid of these decks of cards. Nobody can handle them. Including myself.
That's all right. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Spider?
All right, I am going to. I'm not really sure what's going on, so I'm actually going to.
You have no idea what's going on.
I'm going to skirt along the ceiling here. About what's this thing right here that I'm now on?
That is a side table where they've been preparing some food.
All right, I'm above the side table trying to get a better angle of what's going on. I'm just checking out. I see Shadeen coming there with a shadowy battle axe.
Yep.
Let's not wait on his move. See what happens.
Is that a side table? It looks like a magic pot.
It's covered, and it looks like they're getting ready for some up level guests there, maybe.
Mini spider.
John, you're also controlling Adric and your relatives. What would you like them to do? They're sitting over there at the table with Ulrich.
The food's good.
They're in this spot and this spot, so they're gonna this like the two spots. So they're gonna stay their ground right now, but ready their weapons.
All right.
They got them like under the table ready. I mean, they're not really in any condition to fight unless it gets desperate. So,
got it. All right. So that brings us back to Shadeen.
Adric says a Scottish Canadian prayer to Morden.
Nice. All right, Shadeen, what are you going to do?
I am going to cast darkness on my Curus.
All right.
Right, can't see my dinner.
Oh, don't worry, I'm leaving. 1, 2.
It's all about the ambiance.
How big is your darkness?
15
feet.
15-foot radius.
Turn it on for you here.
Or turn everybody else's screen off.
I got a radius thing here. Color gray. There you go.
Is that an action or a?
That is an action, yes. So
right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I go over here in the shadows.
All right. So okay, and now it's Euphemia's turn.
And that was round 1 of the sous chef being cursed with the hex blades cursed.
Yes, he does have a
I
little
got
curse.
I got
symbol.
10 of those, so they got 9 left.
All right, and I'm going to make a note that the sous chef has the Hexblade's curse because we'll probably run out of time tonight.
Something tells me the food's not as good as it used to be.
You know when you're ready, Russ.
All right, go ahead, Euphemia.
Euphemia unslings her bow, but not as a combat action, in order to maneuver through the tables. But so she has it ready, and she stands next to Pyric and says the following: Pyric, I'm really confused. I thought we were here to check on the bugbear. He seems to be doing fine. Everything's in order. I know Shadeen's new to us, but I'm beginning to think he's like possessed or something. And Cowlick ran off. Ulrich's only interested in the biscuits. I'm just gonna, I don't know. What's happened? Did the people get poisoned?
So Euphemia, sometimes you gotta choose your friends over what's right. That's really the name of, in this chapter of my autobiography, that's what this is going to be called.
Drop a fireball.
And so Shadeen is a little bit like me. There are a lot of voices more than their own in their head. Mine are clearly labeled, though. I know this is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy. Shadeen hasn't evolved yet past the point. That's because as far as Dragonborn go, they're pretty young.
So do I shoot the tentacle thing?
No, that's between them. They'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to protect these people and the patrons and those deep gnomes. Maybe we should check on Cowlick. The deep
I was thinking about that too. Yeah,
I'll go check on the orcs over there. I'll be back.
I'll go check on him. So I only moved one. I only moved 1, 2, 3. Russ, I've got 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I got one more move, but my screen ran out.
Okay, so you're heading off towards the deep gnome.
Yeah, is that this way? Okay, this way.
Yeah, you're good.
There we go.
All right, excellent. Okay, nice. So now I've got one entry here for basically the staff. So right now the situation is in the kitchen. It's a bit of a catastrophe right now because first of all, someone started shooting at the sous chef. Then the entire kitchen went dark. Now half the kitchen on the left-hand side is dark, including the fire pit, which is interesting. Clark is literally standing there. And by the way, some of you can see Clark now. So Clark is right here. And the spider could see him. And some of you out there in the hallway area could see him. Those of you who've met him before know who he is. He's a rather large bugbear. And he is looking a bit confused. And he says, what's going on? It's hard to get good help these days. Why are you attacking my sous chef? And where did you go? And he's looking around. Meanwhile, some of the patrons are, they're not really as upset as you might think. The 2 orcs up on the raised platform back in the corner are like, oh, dinner and a show. This is great. And they start sliding their tables slightly towards the entryway to the kitchen to try to get a better view. And meanwhile, the goblins, everybody in the kitchen is sort of paused to watch the action. That's pretty much it at a moment. And Clark says, hey, is that you, Pyric?
Oh, Clark, come here. We have a misunderstanding. I need your attention, Clark. You seem to be doing well.
All right. So Clark's going to advance to Pyric, and he walks down here, gets to the bottom of the stairs. Pyric, it's good to see you again. Are you with that Dragonborn? He just attacked my sous chef.
Yeah, he did that, Clark. That's not right, but something's going on between the two of them that, do you know where your sous chef came from? Is he a longstanding friend of yours?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I don't ask a lot of questions in these sort of situations. I mean, the guy's got 6 arms. You can't really argue with that. He's really effective, gets the job done. Sure, I lose an occasional goblin here and there, but otherwise he does a pretty good job.
I don't know. So the Dragonborn was cult adjacent. Maybe the 2 of them spent some time in the lust pits together. It could be an X situation. I'm not really sure what is going on between them. But if you wouldn't mind, Clark, I would appreciate it if you let them figure it out. And I would appreciate that. And we'll cover any damages that end up happening. I'm glad to see you're doing so well. And I have questions about how you recruit a more neutral clientele. And I understand you got all your friends to come and talk about it, but it's really one-sided, Clark. I don't know if they know that you worship Morrigan now.
Well, we should talk more about that. And I'd love to. And I think, I'm willing. If this guy's got some bad blood with one of your crew, I'd say we'd let him work it out.
Yeah, we'll cover damages,
But
Clark.
I'll be honest with you, man. I haven't seen anything ding this guy in a long time. So I think your buddy's got his work cut out for him. I'm just saying. If he gets out of this thing with all his limbs, I'll be impressed.
Well, the universe supposedly talks to him. And I say that in the most, Clark speaks Goblin, right?
Yes.
So, the universe, as it translates into a goblin, actually is the same word for the large heap. So, so basically I'm saying the large heap talks to him, and then Clark can figure out if that has any real meaning.
So, excellent. So Clark and you are having this little conversation, and we're going to move on here. And it's the Roper's turn. Now, the Roper's going to make a perception check to see if he can figure out, he saw this darkness thing come in. He saw the darkness thing move. He might know what's going on here. He might not. So we'll make a perception check here. I'm going to roll. I'm going to give him disadvantage because you are in darkness. And the goal here is for him to try to ascertain what square he thinks you're in. If he knows really well, I'm also going to call this a DC 18. It's very hard to do, but he might get lucky. Let's see what happens. We're going to roll 2d20, and he gets a 9 and a 13. Now, the 13 would have done. He's got pretty good bonuses. These things are very perceptive. However, the 9 will not. So the sous chef is looking around and looks very perturbed, but it is just kind of waiting. Looks like he might be holding his action in some manner. So that's what the sous chef is doing. And now we're back to Karluk. Karluk, what are you doing?
See, Karluk's going to look around.
I'm so glad Cowlick took off instead of interrupted my private time with my bugbear. Oh my gosh.
It's perfect timing for Scooby-Doo and the gang to be split up. So Cowlick's going to look backward and eyes Euphemia and gives her a wink. Says,
"Oh no.
I was expecting the whole gang, but I'm sure these gnomes are going to go out with a bang."
Jeez.
Oh, geez. You just gave the kill order.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so move action into the room. Is the goblin server actually standing there?
The goblin server is still there. He's standing there at attention, and he's got a white cloth draped over his left arm, and his right arm is holding a bottle of what looks like a very nice beverage. And the two deep gnomes are sitting there, one male, one female, and seem to be enjoying a very fine dinner. And one, as you enter the room, looks up and says, "I'm sorry, we requested the private dining room."
So I'll grab one of the nearby chairs at the other table, scoot it on over, and have a seat.
Okay.
And I am Cowlick. I'm an ambassador for the Black Spider. He has a job for you in regards to the Wave Echo mine, I say.
Ooh. Make a persuasion check there, Karluk.
Oh, use advantage if you have it, Dan. Oh my. You got to make this happen, Dan. Please move the plot forward.
Inspiration. I will use inspiration.
Somebody find the plot.
Advantage. There we go. All right, 16.
Ooh, that's pretty good. He says, we haven't done a job for the spider in a while, have we? I mean, the last time was moving those supplies down to the mine. I mean, I know he got access to it not that long ago. Yeah, what's your business with him? Do you do a lot of work with him?
I have a map to the Wave Echo mine, and we have the key that we need to open it. I just need a little bit extra sneaky help getting some supplies in there, some contraband, so to say.
Oh, he looks at his dining companion and says, I don't think you work for the spider.
Oh, I work for the
there.
spider, all right. I'll stand up and pull out my sword and say, I am the ambassador to the spider.
The goblin taps you on the shoulder. Sir, I'm sorry, sir. There's no combat in the cave-in. We have strict orders from Pyric the All-Knowing that there should be no combat in the cave-in.
All righty. I'm not done with you yet, gnomes. Double-handed sword attack at the goblin.
Alrighty. You just killed this gnome. I go right back to you, goblin.
Praying I land this attack roll.
You nailed it.
Yes. Oh. 26 lands. I'm assuming 8
That's a hit. That's a palpable hit.
Yep.
Black spider!
The goblin, Russ, did he go down?
Well, he's hitting he's not hitting. Are you hitting the goblin or the gnome?
The goblin. Yeah.
Oh, the goblin.
I said, we'll get right back to our business, gnomes, and then I kill the goblin.
Yeah, you do. You cleave him in half. He's like, ah! And the woman screams, ah! He killed the server! Ah! We're all gonna die! Crazy! Mad moose! Mad moose!
Worst Applebee's ever.
New server. We're serving up vengeance.
There's like goblin blood on the rolls now, and it's just like all over the place.
Wait, somebody feed that to the sous chef.
You do not touch the black spider's ambassador. That's what they've learned.
All right. Well, that feels like that's one round.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, Dan. You got the gender wrong of the spider.
Ulrich's turn.
All right. Brother, cousin, follow me. I'm gonna pick up grab the honey buns and my shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Using my
6,
shield like a plate.
7. I'm gonna step up here.
I'm bringing the honey buns with you. There you go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The honey buns are right there with you.
I go, you orcs know Wiventor? Are you from there? I say that.
No.
Common.
Make a persuasion check there, Ulrich.
Oh yeah, nailed it. Persuasion all day long. I'm a paladin.
You just asked him a question. He has to persuade him.
How offensive,
I don't know what I'm
how
persuading,
comely,
yeah.
how intimidating.
So I didn't try to intimidate. I just asked him a question. You from Wiventor?
What's it to you, dwarf?
You tell Wiventor that if you're from there, we're coming for them, and Moradin's coming with me. They better clear out if they know what's good for them.
The other orc goes, Moradin, spits near your feet. Doesn't spit on you. Spits near your feet.
Did you hit my honey buns?
I'm gonna make a dex check. I'm gonna make a dex check to see if he hits your honey buns. He did not hit your honey buns.
All right. Well, that's as far as I'm going to get right there because I got honey bun. I can't really hit him with a honey bun.
Okay, fair enough. Joe, I'm giving you control of the honey buns.
Sweet Jesus, that's what
I'm controlled by player Joe. There you go. Joe, you now control the honey bun token. You can move anywhere.
I got it.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Pyric. Honestly, you don't really know everything that's quite happening. You have no idea what's going on with Karlak at the moment. You did see Ulrich walk by with a plate of honey buns. What are you going to do? And you're in the middle of a great conversation with Clark.
Oh, Clark, you have exceeded my expectations, and it's Adric.
Yes,
Adric's right here too. Like Adric's right here, and he is also impressed.
God, I'm right here, eh?
So I think multiple of our new friends may have lost their mind, however. And that one over there is a paladin of Moradin, and he knows you took a sacred oath. And so unless they draw weapons or draw blood, he is not going to start any fights. I honestly don't know where the cow went, and he is also insane. But yeah, Clark, I'm going to make it up to you. You have stayed true to your word, and we're going to make something happen here.
I have a feeling I'm going to lose a lot of help today. Is that what you're telling me?
It's going to be more than one goblin. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah. I mean, your roper friend is probably going to lash out in the darkness and eat at least one. And in all honesty, if the cow comes back, maybe back into the kitchen with you, and we'll take I'll go with you. We'll keep the conversation going on there. That might be best. But good job, Clark. Good job. I'm very happy.
Clark seems very excited. He's like, all right, well, is there going to be some kind of compensation for this situation?
Yes.
Keep the calm Clark down a bit with your comments. So, anything else you want to do besides calming Clark?
No. No. My bugracious being is got all my plus. My date went off with the honey buns. That's not the first time I've said that. And there we go.
All right, Thoric, you're finding yourself in the familiar spot of being in the darkness.
Can I hear Karlik over here with the deep gnomes? Because he's just right over here, right?
He is, but it's a very narrow gap and it's kind of heavily thing. But make a perception check. Let's see if you heard him through the.
You hear the screaming gnome.
Yeah. What can go wrong?
There's a goblin screaming, but sure. I'm not sure the goblin had time to scream, honestly.
I only got a 9.
Nah, you don't know what's going on there.
God. All right.
There's a lot of sounds happening. There's a lot of stuff going on. You're also in a busy kitchen. The Roper's upset.
The tiny spider has tiny ears. That's what we've determined. He just.
Craig's holding something up, but I can't see what it is.
Sorry, no, I'm reading.
Oh.
I'm gonna clear the darkness so I can see a little bit better.
All right.
But I'm still up on the ceiling.
Yep. You're now out in the light, and you can see the sous chef, who looks like he's eyeing the darkness very carefully, waiting for an opportunity.
All right. Hopefully, he didn't attack the tiny spider. And then Adric, who's next.
Yes. What is he and his? What are your kin doing?
He's like, Grundon, let's go follow our kin. Hey. I have to
take a tour.
He says, I have to go over to here and see what this is all about.
All right.
And so he moves over here with Grundon. Oh, and then as he passes, he goes, oh, yeah, sorry, Clog. Moradin bless you and your establishment. I'm actually, and he leans over to Seppi to Pyric, I'm sorry, as he passes and goes, you know, I'm a priest. I'm twice as good as that guy. And he points to his brother. That might have been part of my other character coming through, but yeah.
That's right. You got control, so you can do that. All right. So Adric and everyone, now there are 3 dwarves up on the stairs. And the orcs are looking a little bit frustrated by this.
One thing, Russ, when it gets to Clark's turn, I want to encourage him to get his staff away from the fray.
Okay. Good call. All right, Shadeen, it's back to you.
I'm coming and the shadow's coming with me. Dush. Buff.
All right, you appear to have advanced on the Roper. What are you doing?
I'm going to attack him with my axe of pure materialized shadow.
Nice. Roll to hit there, materialized shadow.
Okay, with advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Well, because and this is at +7.
Yeah, it's dark and +7.
19.
So a 19.
19 will deflect off his mighty armor.
But 19, I crit on a 19 and a 20.
Oh, do you?
No, it's a natural 19.
Because he's cursed.
Oh, but it's a crit.
Oh, it's a natural 19. You're right.
Yes. So sadly, you deflect off this thing, and you get a wait for it. You get a little voice in your head.
Do I?
Yeah, hang on, it's coming.
Craig, is it uncomfortable having Russ pull your strings? Or I have no strings to hold me down.
Oh, I have strings.
And yeah. So should you need anything else? Like kind
of like, you mean like this?
And he runs away again. Yes. Yeah. Twang, and runs away again. You know, really, it's no harm, no foul at this point, except for the poor goblin. But in any case,
I will tell you this as I'm running around. I win or I learn. I never lose.
I love it. All right. So Euphemia, from your position, you see this black sphere move in, completely engulf the kitchen. You hear this like the whack noise of like something hitting something, and then the black sphere moves away.
Right. Euphemia's not there anymore.
Oh, sorry. Euphemia's the other side. I'm mistaken. I was looking at Pyric.
I thought it went through the side of
see any
the
of that,
deep
Euphemia. Never mind.
gnome or something. All right. Well, what Euphemia is thinking is she got the kill order from Calic because she got winked at.
Yeah.
She's heard combat and plus screaming. So she draws her bow and she's going to go into stealth mode around the corner.
Now,
and
Euphemia, I should add one little note, and that is that let me just double check this, but I think this is correct. Yes, you can, from your current position in stealth mode, just shy of the bridge, you can see up on a stairway at a table that's on an elevated platform. You can see 2 orcs sitting there giving rather evil glares at your friend Ulrich, who's standing there with a plate of sticky buns, and 3 more dwarves are behind him.
Two dwarves.
2 more dwarves are behind him. Sorry, thank you. And you are standing there, Euphemia, seeing all that, and you've been giving the wink.
yes, exactly. So she's torn. She's now has enemies up on the table. Her dwarven friends are being glared at, which could mean danger. Cowlick gave her the wink. So what's going to happen is first I'm going to make my stealth roll.
All right. There it is.
Okay.
16's pretty good. That's a good number.
And then she's going to do a roll to make a decision. If she rolls between a natural 1 and a 5, then there's going to be some bloodshed.
Okay. Let's see.
Other than that, she's going to think the wink meant execute immediately. But other than that, she's got another plan.
All right.
Sorry, trying to look for
the dice, Rafe. I appreciate
I'm looking for the dice. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go.
Here we go. Whims of Fate. Ooh,
Okay.
17.
So what she does is she glances to the right, figures she can come back if there's any noise, and instead she comes into the room with the deep gnomes, right into here with her hidden self, arrow pointed past her roll. If she would have gotten a 1 through 5, she's going to launch an arrow at one of the deep gnomes, thinking that's what was supposed to happen. So instead, she just holds her bow ready and is aiming and waiting for Calic to see what happens.
All right. Okay. It is the sous chef's turn, and again, the sous chef tries to discern with disadvantage where. Actually, that will succeed because his perception is +6. It's a 19, so that means he knows where you are, Shadeen, but he still can't see you. So he's going to strike at you with disadvantage. He's going to lash out. His tentacles can shoot out.
So he didn't have disadvantage this time? Oh, he did. Never mind.
I rolled an 18.
My computer froze. I'm trying to catch up to.
I rolled 2 dice.
Yep. It's
he's
good.
+6 on perception, so he's
It's
very
all good. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's kind of like he's got like tremor sense and all kinds of craziness.
Yeah,
so he kind of
knows what square you're in, and so he
he
can
knows
attack.
what's scary.
Yeah,
but he's still got to hit
square.
you.
Miss.
So he can make 4 tentacle attacks. So his tentacles come shooting out, zoom, zoom, zoom into the darkness. Here comes the first, and they've all got disadvantage. And his bonus here is +7. So here comes the first one. That's going to be a 19. Is that hit?
That's a good question. Yeah, 19 would hit.
Okay. So the first tentacle hits you, and you are grappled. Doesn't do any damage. You just grappled. And here comes the second tentacle. That's going to probably miss, right?
That's miss. I'm a 17.
Here comes the third tentacle.
If he's grappled, do you get advantage? So it.
Oh well, yeah, it's a wash because you're actually would, but also you're right. We'll make the last one. It should be straight up now, technically. But he also misses with that one. But one tentacle does hit, and you are grappled. And then so it's got this multi-attack thing. It can shoot 4 tentacles. Then it can use reel, which means if you've been grappled, it can pull you in 25 feet. So 5, 10, 15. He drags you across the floor right to himself. And then he also can bite. So now he makes his bite attack on you. And as we determine, this is a straight up roll now because he is blinded, but you are grappled. So here we go with his bite. Chomp. He rolls a natural 1. What? All right. We got to go look at the failed monster card situation here. I'll do that in a second. All right, Craig. So you are grappled and pulled right in Shadeen to the
Yeah.
chef. But good news, you haven't been hurt. Still no harm, no foul. But his breath is really, really bad.
Does the one make him let go? What happens with that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at my my fumble cards here. Did I grab them a minute ago? I think here we go. Here we go. Critical fail deck. Here we go. We'll see what happens here with that. Go into my little card here. Let's see. Ooh, he has pulled a muscle. So he's going to take a 1d6 penalty on his next attack roll. But you're still grappled at the moment.
Yeah.
All right. And okay. All right. Next up is Karluk. What are you going to do, Karluk?
So Karluk's going to sit back down, take the bloody sword, put it on the table, stares at the gnomes. We're going to have a little conversation about the black spider's location. And he just like stares them down. Where can I find the black spider? And with that, I pull out from my breast pocket a little tankard of cider and take
little tankers. They look why don't you make an intimidation roll with advantage, because you just cut down that goblin like he was just like a goblin being cut down. So go ahead and make that intimidation check there.
19?
19 is good. Well, as the agent, you would know his location and you would know where he is. But if you would avoid killing myself and my spouse here, I'll tell you what you should already know. Not that it matters. He's already in the cave, mine, well, whatever you called it.
And what is the black spider doing in the cave?
Well, mining, of course.
What is he mining for? What is she mining for?
Well, that's a little unclear.
Now you're just being mean.
No one really knows what she wants there. It's very unclear exactly. Of course, the legends say what the legends say, but but she's had tons of time there now. I mean, she's got guards set up there, and she's been really searching through it. Apparently, she's been running into some problems. There's some creatures that moved in there. She's working through them, but I guess she's doing all right there now. I haven't heard from her in a while.
All right, so Calic is, I don't know how long you want to do this for until we move on to the next thing, but Calic's going to ask about number of guards and then to have them draw a map from when they dropped off the goods and what they dropped off.
All right. Well, we'll have time for drawing of maps, but we'll come back to that.
Right.
Let me make a note here that you've done that.
Also, with my awesome rhyming there, I want to bardic inspire Euphemia, if that's all right.
Dan, you should have work meltdowns more often. It makes your mic clear and makes your role playing really on point. Like you're killing it tonight, Dan.
Yeah,
you're killing it tonight.
Dan's over there advancing the plot. All right.
Every once in a while.
All right. Okay. Ulrich, what are you going to do?
I'm going to look down.
Orcs.
I put the sticky buns on the table. I look down at where they spat. Your manners are atrocious. More often than not, somebody's mouth will get their nose broken. Showtime's over. Time for you to leave. And I put my hand on their axe, and I am using intimidation to say, "Out you go now."
All right, make an intimidation check,
or else. That's going to be another 9.
They are not impressed. They're like, but it's dinner and a show. We're really enjoying it. And you brought us more rolls. Could you please push the sticky buns over towards me a little bit there, short one?
I do not let them take my sticky buns.
Well, he's not touching them. He's just asking you to push them over.
Yeah, no, they're my side of the table. Maybe you didn't understand me.
He starts to reach to take one sticky bun out of the plate.
No, I take it away.
All right, make a dexterity check.
Oh, here we go.
We're going to do an opposed dexterity check versus the orc. The orc gets he just rolled a natural 19.
I got a natural 19 too.
Oh, we got to go to the decks. We got to compare dexes. I don't know.
I'm a 0.
I'm looking up an Orc's dex right now. Orc's dex is +1. You know what that means, Joe? He gets a sticky bun. Tweak.
He's gonna get an axe upside the head. All right, game on. Let's do it.
No, like Moradin is not asking you to pick fights.
I use some dual damage because I'm that type of guy.
So are you doing striking to subdue? Is that what's happening here?
Striking to subdue.
All right.
No sticky bun for you. AC of 15. I don't know if that's gonna hit him or not.
Bun for you. Yeah, I don't think his armor class is all that. Let me just check real quick. No, armor class 13. You will hit the orc with the 15.
All right, and no sticky bun. So subdual damage of 8, just a regular hit.
That does not knock him out. It does make him,
drop my sticky bun.
He doesn't look happy. Hey!
And like I said, move on.
There's no combat in the cave in. What are you doing? Except for the show, which I assume.
I told you to go to Iventor now and give them a warning.
He's like, all right, fine, come on. And he and his buddy start to leave.
All right, that's it. I put my axe down, take my sticky buns back.
Okay.
Let's go, brothers.
That's a gray area. No blood was drawn by the Moradin. I'm glad I don't see what happened to that goblin.
Lucky I didn't kill him, Seppi. Just saying.
Yeah, no, it's great. You're great. You give people boundaries so they can have all the space up to the boundary, over the boundary. It's fine, just as long as they,
I drew a sticky bun line in the sand, and they crossed it. I grabbed my bun.
No, I like it. You're true to you, and you're trying. That's what I like.
Or don't worry, your actions were blessed by a priest of Moradin behind you.
True.
That's right.
I go down there and stare them down as they walk down, walk away.
Their ass, but they left. So
should have just enough time to finish up the round here. Pyric, what are you going to do?
I'm going to say, Clark, get your people out of the way, and everybody's meals who've been, we'll take care of it. I'm more worried about your people being hurt in the fray. And yeah, come. Let's go this way, Clark.
All right. Yeah, so Clark is hearing you, and he's starting to make gestures to his staff to calm down. He's also trying to get his guys out of the kitchen. Everybody out of the kitchen! Out of the kitchen! Let the Dragonborn and the sous chef deal with their unfinished business there.
Yeah, lust pit issues. These are lust pit issues. Everybody doesn't want to know what happens between a roper and somebody else they've scorned. It's fine.
So the hobgoblins start to walk out of there, and the goblins walk out of there. And it's kind of a crazy time in there. Okay. Thalric, in spider form there, you're seeing the staff start to leave the kitchen. The roper does seem to have Shadeen wrapped up in one tentacle.
They can't know that.
Spider does.
I have blind sight.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's John's turn.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna memorize where this bad boy is. And then I go across the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, drop into these crates, thump.
Yep.
And then I'll have to turn back to Thrall.
Oh, look at that. Do you need your Thrall token back? I have it over here.
Yeah, you can just stick it on top of it or whatever.
I believe the universe is sorting itself out in the kitchen.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, no one can see him. So if he wants to be sneaky about
so
the sacred duel.
I'm in the crates. Well, I don't know anything about any sacred duels. I'm in the crates. And
neither do I.
Yeah, neither do I.
And this happens that nobody can see in the shadows.
Oh.
Cone, a radius of pure moonlight rips from the sky down on it, and it covers. It's a 5-foot radius, so it's pretty much that whole token where the roper is.
Yeah.
It's a silvery beam of pale light, but can't be seen because it's in darkness. It's down 5-foot radius. Blah blah blah. So at the beginning of his turn, he's going to take 2d10 radiant damage or half that damage for a Constitution save.
What's the duration of this thing?
It's concentration up to a minute, and I can move it around.
All right. Wow. So it's Moonbeam for those following along at home. Just shoots out of the sky.
This giant phallic symbol doesn't look like it moves very fast. So
no. So I'm going to put a little Moonbeam symbol on.
That's a flashlight for you.
Yeah. He's been Moonbeam.
Is that from the staff or is that from you, John?
No, that's me, baby. All me.
Wow, that's nice.
John's staff.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen until the start of his turn, John?
He doesn't take damage till the start of his turn or the first time he enters it, but on his turn.
Yeah, he's probably not aware that's even happening because it's dark.
Well, he hasn't taken any damage yet. Yeah,
he doesn't know what's going on, so he doesn't know what to do about it yet.
So, and then Adric is going to be like,
dinner and a show.
He and Gundren are behind Ulrich because they're all beat up, and they're doing that thing where like, yeah, all right, you just keep walking, eh?
A bloody will walk out of here.
All right. So Adric sends him on his way. Shadeen, what are you going to do?
I am
you can
going
attempt to break free if you want, by the way.
I am going to, the first thing I'm going to do is attack.
The first thing you get to do is see how cool I was, because you got to see that all.
That's actually true. I see this beam and I'm like, I laugh maniacally, actually, from within the shadows. Now you've got it coming.
But as far as the rest of our party knows, you did that. So
yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, I'm attacking with the axe.
Opened up.
Grappled. You have a
and I will miss miserably.
Yes, you do.
And then let's see. How do I try to break free?
Well, break free is an action.
You attack, so you can't.
That was an action, and say, well, then I don't care.
Well, you could Misty Step if you have it out of there too.
Yeah, I do, but I'm good for now.
All right. Okay.
He's doing the thing in the one of the pirates there, the second one, where the thing's breathing its nasty breath. He's like, "Huh, not so bad."
Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever smelled a green dragonborn breath? This is nothing.
Unfortunately, you snore in my direction sometimes.
See.
All right.
We should all be immune to this guy.
Euphemia, what are you going to do?
What Euphemia is going to do is roll to remain stealthy to make sure that she's still hidden. And I assume I do. I don't kick a chair by mistake. And then I'm going to just watch over Cowlick. And if they make any threatening moves, then I'll launch an arrow. But he seems to have it under control, the interrogation. And I'll also do, Russ, if it's okay, I don't know if I can do two of these, but maybe a perception check to make sure that they're not like unsheathing a dagger from their hip belt and like hiding under the table to like try to stab them or something like that.
Got it.
Does that work?
You can make a perception check for that. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Now,
I rolled a 2 in a total of 4.
Yeah, you can't tell what's going on with them.
They're eating sticky buns as far as I know.
That's pretty much it.
They're pulling out all kind of knives.
And last of the round here, the roper is going to attempt to
first he takes 2d10 radiant damage and DC 14 Constitution save.
Oh yeah, right. So that's the first thing he's got to do. So he's got to make his Constitution save, right, to take half the damage. That's
fail.
Here he goes. Here comes his Constitution saving throw.
One.
He gets a 6, which is +3, so it's a 9. Insufficient. How much damage, John? Go ahead and roll it.
Moonbeam. Sounds like an anime thing.
Moonbeam. Yeah.
Oh, a measly 5.
That's 5 points of damage. It's a start.
Radiant though, it burns holy light.
So the roper looks upset about this. So he's going to and it's a 5-foot radius though, right?
5-foot radius. So it's all 4 squares basically.
Yeah. So he doesn't know exactly where it is either. So he
can't see.
He's gonna have to see if he can perceive the right direction to go to get out of the moonbeam. His perception is pretty good. So he's gonna go. You can move it, right? So he's gonna go 5.
I can move it on my turn. So
he can move 10 feet a turn. So he's gonna go 5, 10 to here, just diagonally.
So he's out of it. So it's right here now.
Yep. We should put a little token on there. We'll do that.
Yeah, we need a token.
And then meanwhile, Shadeen, though, he's going to reel you in and bite you again. This is his attempt here. So here comes the bite. It's a straight up roll because disadvantage, but advantage for you being grappled. And he rolls an 11, which is +6, which is a 17. Does that hit?
That's what you need.
That will hit.
Yeah.
And he does. I lost my little sheet here. Bring him back up real quick. The roper does for damage with his bite 4d8 +4. So there we go.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was taking my sticky buns and leaving.
He's just a sous chef. So, yeah, that's going to be
18,
18
22.
plus 4 is 22 there, Shadeen.
Stop. 22, huh?
Yeah. This guy's, I mean.
Well, wait, because there's still 22. So
you got that curse on him. I don't know what that
I
does.
do.
Do we have the temporary hit points? Did we do that again?
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
At least we didn't write them down if we did.
And then he, as hellish rebuke goes off.
Oh, yeah.
And I scream, "Not today, gobshite!"
Wow.
And he takes 3d10 and he can make a dex save of 14 to take half.
Oh, okay. Nice. Look at all the magic
As
shenanigans.
shadow fire bursts all around him.
Here comes his deck save.
He takes
his deck save was really good. So he's going to take half of that.
Yeah.
So what was the damage?
12. So he takes 6.
6 is still pretty good, but he's not bloodied or anything.
No, it's not.
Trying to make you feel good. All right.
I don't, FYI.
You're doing well.
All right. Trying to find a good little here you go.
Considering this was 3 to 30 points of damage, taking 6 is kind of on the low end.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not great. Not gonna lie. All right. So we're getting Moonbeam here, and I think we're at a good. So the staff get to go real quick before we call it an end here. And
its own inish. That's awesome.
What's that?
My staff gets its own inish.
Your staff, the staff.
That's a rather personal statement.
Yes. So the staff, for the most part, is fleeing the room. They're now hanging out here, and the gnomes are in a conversation with Karluk, so they'll stay where they are because they're a little concerned about that. And all right, I think we're going to have to call that a night here, gentlemen. Good session, and we'll see you all again next time on Roleplay 8 Charisma.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Achievement unlocked. You've made it to the end of another D6 Generation episode, the podcast whose humor has universally been acclaimed as not too horrible. Please let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at info@the d6generation.com. If for some inexplicable reason you actually enjoyed this show, you can help others find out about it by leaving positive reviews on iTunes. Thanks for listening and happy gaming.